Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? LiveWire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is LiveWire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to another LiveWire Sports Update. Alright, I really wasn't going to do this topic, but hey, since it's the hot topic now, I'm going to do it anyway. Now, we have watched the women's NCAA tournament set record highs for the finals and the Final Four. Now, we know that the mighty South Carolina Gamecocks lost, to Iowa, but there is so much scrutiny behind Iowa and now Angel Reese for LSU. Last night was the championship game between Iowa and LSU. After both these teams had a phenomenal season, you can't take nothing away from them. But the fact that there is one issue that is lingering out there that everybody's been talking about, everybody's been jumping on Twitter. We had dumb media sports people that really don't know a thing about sports, that probably even haven't played sports, and about competitive nature in sports world. So the hot take is Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Now, everybody know who Caitlin Clark is. She's one of the most phenomenal women's basketball players in the game today. Set record achievements in the finals and in the Final Four. But the most of attention is getting her doing her little John Cena or Tony Yayo hand gesture, "You can't see me" type of deal. Now, she had her moments through the tournament. She was taunting people. She did Haley like that for Louisville. Told her, said, "Hey, you 15 down. You shouldn't be talking. Don't talk to me. You 15 down." Then when they was going to the bench, she did a little hand gesture. So she was talking shots. Then she also took shots at South Carolina by not D'ing up one of the players. Say, "Hey, I'm gonna leave you open because I don't need to guard you." But on the other hand, you have Angel Reese, that everybody's been getting on, saying she's bad for the game. She's disrespectful. Every time she does something, she say, "Oh, you too small," which we know NBA players does it all the time. The little too small thing. You know what I'm saying? They do that all the time. The NBA players that show off their ring hand. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. They beef against with the Memphis Grizzlies. They told them, "Hey, we got 4 rings." So how is it okay for NBA males to taunt and do all of this stuff, and we can't get the same competitive nature for the female? Now, I comment on this today, while at work and stuff like that. And I said I don't have a problem with neither one of these young ladies because I think they both phenomenal. They did the things that they needed to do. They both passionate. They have the right to talk trash. But if you could dish it, you damn sure well could take it. That's just my take on the whole situation. If you dish it, you damn well could take it. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark dished it. She got it back. But guess what? She didn't whine. She didn't complain. Even though the media tried to bait her in a conversation, she still kept it classy. She said she was worried about her teammates. She didn't care about it because guess what? At the end of the day, you dish out the medicine and you got it right back. Now, everybody say Angel Reese, she went after her, taunting her, "You can't see me," pointing at the ring. But guess what? Guess who another person for LSU that did it? Joe Burrow. He did it in the championship game. He pointed to his ring finger. I got a ring. So she did the same thing. But it's so much stereotype between black and white that it's like it's okay for, your white counterparts to do certain things. But then when a black person do it, it's a problem, it's disrespectful, it's bad for business, it's bad for sport. Man, trash talking been going on in sports for years. Tom Brady does it. when he was playing. You had other guys do it in the game. You had Richard Sherman doing it. You know, it was made see TV. These girls, like, I give the point guard for LSU a lot of credit. She has mad respect for Caitlin Clark. You know, she gave Caitlin Clark her props, but at the same time, some of them took it disrespectful what she did. So if you take it personal and you come out on the floor and you perform and you dominate, guess what? You one up that person. You one up that person. You know what I'm saying? So what is the issue that everybody got to be up in arms and say, oh, she went after her, you know, Caitlin didn't do this. Caitlin, stop. It's nothing to defend. It's nothing really to defend for neither side of these girls. Caitlin did it. She showed up her opponents. She got the crowd involved. She walked around with her hands up. She told me, oh, I can't hear you. All of that stuff. She pumping up. But then soon as Angel Reese does it, is an issue. Come on, man. We got to let these young ladies be great at what they do. They're young ladies. They're 20-something years old. They're going to be playing again. Hopefully they meet next year and they meet in the regular season and it'll be a great rivalry game. I don't take no issue to it. I'm not going to get into the whole black versus white thing because it's pretty evident what it is. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I like both of these young ladies. They good for women's basketball. You're going to have a crowd that gravitates towards Caitlin. You're going to have some gravitate towards Angel Reese. But guess what? These girls wasn't even the stars of the game. You had Jasmine Carson. You have Alexis Moore. That was the catalyst for LSU to win. Set a focus on that and the team and, you know, LSU coach and Iowa coach, you know what I'm saying? Both of these teams was dominant. Just a better team and LSU got the better of Iowa. And they took it on the chin. They didn't whine, they didn't complain. And yeah, they might have felt some type of way. You ought to feel some type of way when you lose because guess what? Like Stephen A. Smith said today, if Caitlin Clark was winning and beating LSU, they would have been talking trash too. And don't sit here and say, well, no, they wouldn't. They would have. Caitlin Clark had a phenomenal game. The girl was in foul trouble and she still had 30-something points. The girl is phenomenal. I call her the Steph Curry of college basketball. This girl could shoot from anywhere. She could pass really well. The girl is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? These girls might end up going to the WNBA and be teammates. You know what I'm saying? So then, therefore, what happens then? You know, y'all gonna cause a division between them? They probably be the best teammates. They probably be winning championships together. Who knows what the future may hold for these young ladies? Allow these young ladies to enjoy what they have. I was listening to the Rich Eisen podcast today, and he had an excellent point. He said there was a lot of things that you're supposed to take out of that championship game that got overshadowed because the tension was so much on Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. You could take that, hey, the refs was calling fouls on both teams. You know, there was a tech that should have been called on LSU coach for being on the floor. You could argue about the tech that got Caitlin Clark got. There's highlights in the game that you could have highlighted with Jasmine Carson shooting perfect from the field and 3-point line, had 21 points, put the team on her back in the first half, hitting a buzzer beater. You got to look at what Alexis Moore did in the fourth quarter. She put the team on her back. Also, you know, there was a third quarter spurt where Iowa made a run. They was down 21. They got it down to the lowest they got it down was 7, but they couldn't get no more because they got in foul trouble. There was a lot of highlights in this game that you could take away from it. Why would you just taint it by dividing two young ladies? You know what I'm saying? These young ladies for LSU gave Caitlin Clark a lot of respect. And then now you got Dr. Jill Biden sit here and say, well, hey, she want Iowa to join them at the White House. For what? They didn't win. If you want them to the White House, that's fine. If you want to have the champion there and say, hey, I want both of y'all to come, both of y'all to come together because this is great for women's sports or whatever, that's fine. But allow LSU women's championship team to have their moment, have they shine, not clouded by a constellation prize by Iowa. You don't do stuff like that, man. And this is what keeps the narrative going for, this team. Angel Reese, she's a little loud, she's a little boisterous, but it's no different from her other counterparts. Dawn Staley got the same criticism after losing to Iowa. Some say, oh, she's a sore loser. Now she's trying to do the race bait thing. It's not, some things are race related and some things are not. But when you got people literally out there calling these young kids bullies and thugs and all of that stuff, labeling them, these are awful names, that should not be allowed in sports at all. Because Keith Olbermann, somebody that used to be with ESPN for a long time, called Angel Reese a effing idiot. You know what I'm saying? You're a grown ass man and you calling a young black lady that's 20 years old that transferred from Maryland to had a chance to go to South Carolina and Tennessee but chose LSU. You know what I'm saying? You call her an effing idiot because she expressed herself, but then Caitlin Clark did it. She's a hero. She's passionate. You know what I'm saying? It's great for the game. She got swag. Come on, man. It don't take a person to see how it is. No matter what we do in society as black people, there's always going to be some kind of stigma attached to us because the fact that we're not allowed to show emotion. You know what I'm saying? And that's bullshit. So me personally, I like great sports competitiveness. I don't have nothing against Caitlin Clark. I think she's a phenomenal young lady. But allow these young ladies to have their moment. You know what I'm saying? If you could dish the taunting, you damn sure could take it. Because guess what? In the NBA and NFL, it happens all the time, even in baseball. You know what I'm saying? You see baseball players doing the too small thing now when they hit a home run. I was watching it. I'm going to watch Atlanta Braves, Matt Olson did it. Him and Ronald O'Connor Jr., they was doing the too small. You have baseball players doing it all the time, showing up they partners. You got NBA players. You got even in NFL when they get a touchdown, they doing the gritty and everything else. So why now we have to strip these young ladies of some society race bullshit that we don't really need at this time? You know what I'm saying? Allow these ladies to be phenomenal and great, regardless of what color they are. You know what I'm saying? They're both great. Like I say, who knows? They could probably end up being the WNBA and being on the same damn team. There's a lot of respect to go around for both teams. Sometimes losing sucks. You just have to take that shit on the chin and keep it pushing. So my thing is this here, I'm not going to address it no more, but I think it's sad that you got people on Twitter going after a young lady, and then victimizing the other one because what she did is okay and the other person doing it is disrespectful. If you don't like the trash talking, hey, don't watch them. Because I'm sure, guess what? LSU is the national women's championship. You're going to see more of it next year. You're going to see Caitlin Clark doing the same thing next year. You're going to see probably other schools now start picking up on it, start doing some stuff, trash talking. Especially if they start beating one of these teams, they're going to trash talk them. So what you going to do? We're going to have to coddle every player you feel that's sensitive and they could do something, do no wrong. They could do what they want to do and to do no wrong when the tables is turned. It don't work that way. So my thing is this is, man, let these young ladies be who they are. They're not hurting the game. They kind of elevating the game. Hell, the women's Final Four and finals was out viewed more than the NBA. So my thing about it is, let them be themselves, man. Stop trying to pit the notion. It's already hard in this world for young adults to really strive, and then we got to push a narrative just to keep things separated because we don't like something. You don't have to agree with everything, but damn, just say, hey, you know what? I wish she showed more class, but hey, that's the nature of sports. Boom, keep it pushing. Or she walked her down, she was all in her face. Well, guess what? Guess what? It happens. Because she took a different approach, but she was in the moment. Team, that's how it is. We all get in a moment or something. We all get in a moment. So that's my take on it. Whether you agree with it or you're not, it don't really matter. But my thing is this here, I'm not going to discredit either one of these girls. Like I said, Caitlin is a great player. She's great. You know, everybody knows that. Everybody knows this girl is phenomenal. But at the same time, if you trash talk and you can't back it up and you get beat, you should deserve to get trash talk too. Because like I said, if Iowa was winning, they would have been trash talking LSU. And LSU gave them some of the dose of some of their own medicine. They dominate them. They show them, you know, that hey, we are the team to beat. So, and that's it. And they lost. So get over it, people. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of sports to go. We got a lot of stuff we're gonna see throughout the season. Baseball, hockey, football, basketball, whatever the case may be. This ain't the first and this ain't the last of players trash talking and showing up people in a game. So get used to it. We don't see worse. Until then, this your boy LiveWire Sports. And I'm out.